And we are recording, ladies and gentlemen of the AZU Hunter VODs. Welcome back. You have missed the first encounter because I definitely didn't have any issues with trying to set the time right so that we could actually find Marill instead of friggin' Staravia. Don't worry, don't even worry about it. Don't think about it too hard. It's fine, man. But we're here now. We're here now. So I was watching some of my older highlights, and I always had these little, things. In the Crystal one, you're walking around in Hearthome City, or whatever it's called. Not Hearthome, Goldenrod. And there's a little, things that keep your mind stimulated, like the people walking around on the street that you can bump into. Also, give me a second here. You might be hearing double Spotify for a little bit. There we go. I'm gonna switch over to Spotify audio rather than desktop audio, which I should have done a while ago. Wouldn't have heard all those computer noises I subjected my audience to. But yeah, like I was saying, for Goldenrod City, there was the people walking the streets that I would bump into, and I had little hey, everyone look at Turtwig. There were little idiosyncrasies that I would put in the game, I would give them personalities, and not personalities per se, but this guy's being the dude in the black outfit's being a real asshole today. He's really walking in front of me a bunch. Yeah, I had those kind of things to keep my mind occupied. Not so much in the Emerald one because I spent more of my time talking to chat, but I did have what do you call it? I had a name, which was kind of a cool rallying thing. I called it the Petalburg Pond, because you go to Petalburg, you surf, you what do you call it? You not surf. You use sweet scent in the water, and then you counter a Marill, and then you just do that until you get it. Technically, it's temporary. Yes, I don't know what you're referring to. The last message you said was that I should put softcore porn on my stream. So are you referring to that? Anyway, don't worry about it. Point is, we need to give something to this area, right? Because the most amount of quote unquote stimulus we get from this is I didn't see the message you're talking about. Oh, you know what? Let me cut my own conversation off, because Annie, that is a fantastic segue into the fact that this is a special stream. This is the first stream that I'm doing that is being multi-streamed to Twitch. I got my Twitch account set up. I set up my OBS to do right. And now some of y'all are on Twitch. And by some, I mean Gecko. He's holding down the fort on his own lonesome. God bless him. But so my thought process on that for our community that we already have is it's more of just a preference. I'm not being oh, you have to go over to my Twitch and follow it or all this other stuff. I mean, do if you want. But if you're comfortable watching me on YouTube, then stick to what we do here. But I know there's a lot of people who watch streamers who prefer Twitch as a platform. So for those of us in our community who feel that way, I got a Twitch now. I don't know if you come into chat late, if you can see old messages, but I did paste a link to my Twitch channel in the YouTube channel. If it's not there, let me know. I can paste it again. If you do want to migrate over to that app instead. But in terms of new viewers, I do hope that fighting this fight on two fronts does drum up a little attention on both platforms. Maybe some people who are trolling Twitch and not YouTube, help diversify our community a little bit. And hey, I'm considering Twitch because YouTube filters suck. Hey, by all means. I have my Nightbot. It's the same Nightbot that's in YouTube that I have in there. So, if it was a Nightbot issue, that's one thing. But if it's specifically YouTube, Is it Seabass there too? I'll just post it. It is OG. I'm posting it in both. Hey Gecko, I'm pulling your string. Do the joke again. It is OG underscore Seabass223. Unfortunately, Seabass223 is taken, and I can't find out by who. I can't get in contact with them. I don't know. I mean, YouTube, not Nightbot? Yeah. But yes, feel free to go there and spout the nonsense that YouTube gets so angry about. I'm all okay with it as long as it's not horrendous or, you know, usually I think the stuff that Nightbot is filtering out is the kind of stuff I don't want permeating that. But like for the most part, hold on one second. If you could give me un momento. I'm funny. Yeah, good one. Yeah, you are funny. That's a really funny thing to say. My W key. It's a very important key, my W key. And it's sticking a little bit here. So do I not have I gotta finger my keyboard. I just gotta finger it. Oh yeah. Why are we sticking, huh? Ah, because there's gunk. Not really gunk, but there's like some hairs and stuff in there. Let me get... Boom! Clean that out a little bit. If I'm dealing with a sticky W key, that's like... I press about 6 keys, and if one of them is sticking, then that's no good. God, I might have to get like a wet wipe in here or something. Good lord. Yeah, welcome Twitch, yeah! Greetings from Soviet Texas. Hello. I'm going to assume that's Annie. What a weird coincidence at the moment I post my link in YouTube, my Twitch chat. Someone named Andrea, completely separate to Annie, just shows up in my Twitch chat. Wouldn't that be a coincidence? All right, well I've now got to I now have to do a little, do I know where the keys are placed on a keyboard test? The answer is yes. Because this is the 3rd keyboard that I've put my own keycaps together on. So I hope by this point I know a little bit more about it. Boom. Boom. And boom. Much better. Much better. The cord for it fell down here while I was doing that. There we go. Wait. I've done this in the wrong order. No, I dropped it again. Fuck me. No. Stop it. Man. Great entertainer he is. What a great shiny hunt. All right, we're good? All right, everything's in order. We can start shiny hunting again. I wish I had the Marill crying emote. Yeah. So I saw you mention something earlier. There's a service called 7F or something? 7TV? I'm trying to see what message that was. Something about getting emotes into Twitch early. Can you not do even just like... I assume you mean the custom emotes, like the ones we've made for our Discord... Well, the ones that you have made for both of our Discord channels. I assume you mean putting those into our chats. But can you not use, like, normal emotes in Twitch chat if you're too small? Like, can I not just use, like, less than 3? Because Nightbot is. I think you can use the default ones. Because in the short term, I'm fine with that. But if you can't use less than 3 right now, that's a bit of a problem. Not if you're too small. That's nuts. Well, spoiler warnings. Across both of these platforms, I got 5 people watching me. So I'm definitely too small. 7TV and BTTV have emotes. You can make your own, and there's probably a cap. But if it is, it's a big cap. Okay, cool. I'll look into that. Hopefully they're easy enough to import from Discord. Because that'd be a cinch. And by big cap, I mean like 30. Yeah, that's plenty. Oh, that's so plenty. Maybe that'll inspire me to make my own in a frenzy at like 4 a.m. this morning. Although I will say, for the first time, this where we're at right now with my sleep schedule is the best it has been in, unironically, like a month and a half. Maybe even longer than that, to be completely honest with you. This is the best my sleep schedule has been in a very long time. I went to bed last night at, I think it was like, probably must have been like 9:30, 10 o'clock. It was very early, and I woke up at 4 a.m. And you might be like, oh my god, you woke up at 4 a.m. But I have stayed awake since then. I have not gone back to sleep. So, fingers crossed, hopefully, by like 9, 10, 11 o'clock tonight, I am exhausted, and I go to sleep, and then I wake up at like 8 or 9 tomorrow morning, and it's like, I'm cured. So hopefully, this is going to be the end of the horrible sleep era that I've been going through. No, don't show them this. Don't let them look. Don't let the people see that. There's also an FFZ category on the emote menu, but it's like usually empty, having global emotes. See, this is the kind of shit I need in my community. I need people who are knowledgeable about Twitch stuff, because I never use Twitch. Never have. Just haven't done it. So I'm happy to have people who know what the fuck they're talking about. I've always been a YouTube watcher, or a highlight video watcher, or a VOD watcher, again on YouTube. I really have not interacted with Twitch outside of a handful of situations. So I really am unfamiliar with the platform. So I love the fact that I have people who can help me with certain knowledge points like that. I just say grab 7TV and BBTV or BTTV. They have ad block built in for Twitch. They also have an ad block built in for Twitch. Okay, that's interesting. I see that. I definitely don't think I need to worry about my channel having ads. But I assume you mean if I'm gonna go watch other people's channels. That's sick. That's cool. Neat. Good stuff. All right. Well, I will keep that in mind. We will definitely get some emoticons into our server. I'm cool with that. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. Back to back, we have had shiny hunts that are kind of on the grounds of something monumental, quote unquote. On the grounds of something new for the channel as a whole. Last time, it's the fact that I'm going to start recording all of these so that I can upload the VODs instead of rely on the stream being entirely for, you know, rather than the stream being entirely for one thing or the other. And now this one, it's, hey, we're on Twitch too. So, you know, today's good. This is good. And it's nice knowing that my computer can like very easily handle all this stuff. Back when I used it, people can only see the emotes if they have 7TV. Ah, okay. I mean, I'm cool with that. It's funny, like people who don't have it can just suffer. I'm fine with that. Because otherwise, they're just seeing whatever. Marill looks displeased. I genuinely think this is the funniest Marill sprite of all. This is one of the funniest Pokemon sprites of all time. Is definitely the funniest Marill sprite we're gonna see in this run. He like, oh holy fuck! I have been clicking the shit out of this button. What the hell? Oh my god, we had 30 shinies. Whoa! Marill looks fucking like. You know what? You know what Marill looks like? Marill looks like fucking Esper. You know the fucking psychic cat from Generation 6? He fucking... Nah, dude, like, yeah, I can see there's, like, a level of, like, displeasure, but, like... But in my mind, I see it more like this like, vacant psychopathy expression. Less of like a, oh, that wasn't very cool, and more, well, because I could also see the like, I think I just shit my pants face, but it's also just like the soulless vacancy behind the eyes of like, it's so fucking funny. Why the hell does he look like that? What do they do to him? They fucking traumatized him. He looks all happy jumping around, and then he's just like, he's like looking through Pachirisu. It's I like, I've always laughed at it a little bit on the inside. He just like bounces around, he's all happy. He comes out, he's like, ah, 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 ah. It's fucked up. You have headcanon? I'd love to hear it. Oh man. I wonder, actually, I've kind of thought about it. Since this seems to kind of work pretty well, that co-streaming isn't actually tanking my computer's resources that hard, I should probably record these at a way higher bit rate. Like, I should be recording these at like 20K or something. Like, this should be very tight, and any limitations should come from YouTube being a platform, one of the platforms of all time. Oh, great heavens. Ooh. Marill's from Gen 3 told Gen 4 Marills about the fucked up things we talk about. They're like, oh my god, it's a new like dogs in a pound, where they're like, oh my god, it's a human, they want to adopt me, and then they see it's me, and they know what I do to me. They know that I'm just here passing through, and they're like, oh. So so actually Annie was right. They are displeased. They're like disappointed. It's like, oh my god, new trainer. Oh, it's you. Oh, it's the fucking shiny hunter. Fuck this guy. Oh man, that's pretty great. Oh my god, it's you. Oh. He doesn't want me because I'm normal. I'm not pretty enough for him. That's funny. Boy, why my poor lips be feeling like this, man? They're not even dry. They're like peeling. What did I do to have my lips peel? Just because it's cold? Am I a weak human that's so susceptible to the cold that even while in a disgustingly hot room, it can affect how my lips feel? Good lord. I swear to God, my ceiling fan is on right now. I swear to God. Like, we have that, inside the house, we have it set to heat at 69 degrees, and I'm telling you, it's hot enough that I gotta turn on the ceiling fan. But partially, that's because I'm in front of the camera, in front of the light, in front of my hot computer. But, like, it's also because of the heater being on, and it actually, like, incubating my ass. Also, 7TV hates AZU. There's only 5 emotes. One thing I have found is that if people like the Azumarill line, they like Marill more. From my understanding and experience, you will usually find, let's say, more merchandise, more fan art, more any XYZ. You will find more Marill stuff than Azumarill stuff. So feel free if you want. It's all under the same umbrella in my eyes. Especially after all the shiny hunting, I kind of put them a lot closer together in terms of how much I like them. I still like Azumarill more, but Marill's cute, but Azumarill is egg. That's what I'm saying, dude. Marill doesn't have the aura. That's the thing. Yes, they're both very cute. Yes, Marill's cuter, but Azumarill has the aura. Azumarill has, like, cause like, and I'm talking from a, like, sort of from a design perspective as well, but like, both of them get huge power, right? The difference is Marill's attack stat is 20, and Azumarill's attack stat is 50. Now, 50 attack with huge power is still... don't show the people this. God, it's like a e-whore. Like, Azumarill's 50 attack stat isn't that fantastic. It's good, but it's not like, oh my god, it has 50 attack and it's fucking wow. But Marill's 20 attack, even when you're fighting Little Cup Pokemon or you're playing with it early game, it's still so weak. 20 attack with huge power is nothing. It does, like, I've tried doing the math on it. It doesn't work exactly like doubling the base stat, but like even if it was 20 attack, it just is so little, and you really feel it. It's really not great. So like, even if you're like, oh, I can just use Marill because it's like cute small Azumarill, you try to use it the same way, it's actually like garbage. That's the thing. Like, Azumarill's not great. Azumarill's not breaking the bank on anything. But Marill's, like, bad. Marill's, like, bad. It's so funny, because, like, because Azurill is a normal type and gets access to Double Edge, Azurill has a niche in Little Cup as a huge power attacker, despite only having 10 physical attack. And somehow it makes that work a little bit, sort of. It's still very niche, but it actually has some value. You can't do anything with Marill, man. You can't do shit. Which is always why I've been like, Marill's kind of alright, but Azumarill's the GOAT. But, you know, this shiny hunting experience, it's Marill's growing on me. Marill's growing on me. It's different because EVs and IVs, but 20 doubled feels close enough to 40 because they're both awful. I mean, it might as well be fucking 30. After huge power, it might as well be 30. I don't know if you've ever tried to do anything with Marill in combat before. It's fucking rough. It's rough. Like when you even when you use them in a playthrough of Scarlet and Violet, like in most scenarios, it takes you until level like 18 to get your Azurill into a Marill, and then you're immediately like, okay, level up and evolve into a Azumarill right now. Like right now. I will burn the rare candy. I do not play with Marills unless, like I said, at the end of the series when I do the shiny Marill only run, I will not just use 6 shiny Azumarills. That seems a little boring. Also, that was insane. That long with it to get a whole repel out and no encounters. But I do plan on using some Marills, maybe 1 or 2, just to kind of spice it up a little bit. Yeah, I think they're nice. I think so too. Like, it's growing on me. I think the thing about Pokemon, and like the more I explore these games, like these side games, these side quests, doing stuff that isn't just running the straight normal line you always run, I'm realizing I bet a good solid like 50% of the Pokedex is Pokemon that you don't know how much you like for the specific reason that you have not interacted with them long enough. Like, I think it is specifically because you haven't like who knows, maybe I'm a big fan of like Magnemite. I don't know. But like, I don't think I've had enough experience around a Magnemite to be like, this guy's kind of goated. But I bet, like, if in my head I'm like, yeah, it's a steel electric type, it probably comes in hella clutch with resistances and becomes Magneton, and that's cool. I bet I like Magneton a lot more than I do currently, because I just haven't, I haven't played like a playthrough with a Magnemite, or I haven't like played Generation 3 OU. Whatever. But yeah, I've got a headcanon theory that like people like way more Pokemon than they think they do because they just haven't spent time with the other Pokemon. which I guess that's just kind of like a normal ass statement. I haven't said anything provocative. Let me try and rephrase it. Like, yeah, I think I phrased it fine. It's like Pokemon that you think you're kind of on the fence about, you will like if you ever had to use them. Like Togedemaru, for example, came to the community in is it Emerald Kaizo? No, it's Run and Bun. Run and Bun had a very important Togedemaru encounter early on because it's an electric type. It's a steel type with great resistances. It has magnet pull. It has volt switch. It's a very good Pokemon to use in the game. And so people started to like Togedemaru more and more and more because they interacted with it. They saw the things that it's good at. They appreciated it for the visual appeal of it. I just realized the food should have been here by now. I learned to like Gigalith. Ah, yeah, that's a homie. Now, you want some unk shit? You want some unk shit? Fucking, there is a channel. I think it's still active by a guy. The channel's called NBZ. Channel is, he made his mark on YouTube. Made his mark, quote unquote. He's relatively small content creator by playing Generation 4 and Generation 5 Wi-Fi battles. So bordering on like easily more than 15 years ago. This content is very old. He used to have a series called 5 Guys and a Gigalith, and I can't remember all the team members on the team, but it was legit guys like Sheer Force Nidoking and Starmie. I can't remember the whole team, but he had a series where he would play a bunch of battles with 5 guys at a Gigalith. 5G AAG. Now there's some deep cut shit for you right there. That series is literally older than some of the people that I've talked in my chat before. Like, there's an unk ass cut for you. Yeah, I do hear my dog barking, so I think my food is here, which is weird because I'm imagining that meme with the couch. I mean, I'm trying to think. They might have done a thumbnail like that. I don't remember. I'm gonna go check to see if my food's here real quick. I'll be right back. It's here! Yippee! Yippee! Something very funny did happen, though. My mom had to tell me about it, because that's why it explains why I didn't hear the doorbell. Again, I feel like I tiptoe around doxing myself, but I think it's fine. My house has a bunch of, like, French doors towards the front that are, like, decorative. It's kind of like floor length windows, but they have door handles on them. And the guy didn't know which door it was, so he tried all those doors, And before my mom realized it, he was all the way in our backyard knocking on our back door. Poor guy didn't know which door to use. Because, like, I've lived in this house basically my entire life, so I know that, like, you pass all those doors to get to the main door. But, like, it's gotta be, from, like, an outside perspective, it's gotta be, it's gotta be, like, problematic. I imagine every time someone who's not been to my house walks up to my house, they're like, okay, that's a lot of doors, but they have, like, curtains in front of them. Ah, there's the front door. I imagine everyone does that in their head. This poor guy just rolled the dice wrong, I suppose. Could y'all even tell that the whole setup this whole time was off by exactly 1 pixel off the bottom? There was a 1 pixel thin dark line at the bottom of my stream the entire time we've been shiny hunting. And nobody told me. Fake fucking fans, I swear to God. You people are not my ride or dies. I swear to God. Sounds like a goober, I like him. You assume I'm watching? Damn. Damn, you know what? I did. Considering you're taking the time to roast me in chat, I assume you have some presence in my chat. Oh, man. Have you heard of Among Us, Gecko Freak? Oh, Gecko Frenzy. Gecko Freaky. That's what you should change your name to. That's what you should. Oh, man. Gecko Frenzy, have you heard of Among Us? Nah. Have you heard of Among Us, Gregory? Gregory, you need to vent. I always love that little video because the Freddy voice, he breaks character. He can't fucking handle it. I'm always freaky. Hey, man. You mentioned fucking getting a Riza pinup for this emulator stream. So I kind of believe that, I guess. Some chat messages just need to flow over you like water. Be like water. When people say insane shit, do not read them out loud to your community. Let it flow through and around you. Reminds me of Game Grumps, one of their better bits. They were doing like a Bruce Lee was on the Got Milk. At, you know, back in the day, they would push people drinking milk. And it's like, got milk. I forget exactly what he said, but he did Bruce Lee's be like water, but he's like, be like milk. Let it flow in your cookies. And forget how that bit goes, but it's a good connection to make. Let it flow through and around you like a river of piss. Yeah, you get it. You get it. Yeah. See that, like, it's so funny because that is a genuine streamer skill that you need to develop, is the ability to scan a chat message before you just read it out loud. One of my favorite streamers, who I watched a lot of highlight videos of back in the day, is Vinny from Vinesauce. He is so fucking horrible about reading a chat message before he reads it out loud. And so there's compilations of him like, God, Vinny the robot is so hot, I want to plow him in his robotic ass. Why the fuck am I reading this? There's like hour-long compilations of him doing this shit. It's so funny because like at some point the community caught on and they'll like intentionally type shit that they're hoping he reads on a whim. I would read that and say same. Yeah, fair enough. Good for you. Yeah. Must have been hell to be a streamer in the Ligma days, I swear to God. Must have been absolute fucking hell. Imagine someone talking to you and like not just like once, but like consistently having to be on guard. That like, you know, keep talking about other streamers. I like Simple Flips is a great entertainer. He is. He has like Ligma Shield. He has like a Ligma antivirus built into his brain after all this Ligma shit he had to deal with. Like, I would hate to have like a part of my brain that is constantly like just reading did he abuse his girlfriend or something? I'm trying, like, I think I don't remember, because I remember like looking, you know, I was a fan of his channel. I still am. Remember looking into that. So don't let me speak with any authority here. But if I remember correctly, I think it was more so that the relationship was just toxic. I think it was less anything like seriously wrong that happened. I think it was much more so that they just did not have a good relationship. So I do remember that. That was a while ago too. The shout outs to Simple Flips. Oh man. I was a very big Simple Flips fan. I like that guy a lot. I thought he was very funny. I still do. I just don't watch his content as much. It's like I feel like I have a soft spot for people who do go through troubling stuff and end up at the other side of it. Like, I learned from that mistake and I'm going to get better about it. Like, I've brought this up before in the past, but like, I am a consistent fan of Call Me Carson. And it's like, what? But listen, he is, I think, the gold fucking standard of what it takes to do something, and I don't want to take away from what he did, something quite not great, and to take accountability, accept the detrimental consequences, and to come out the other end of it like better, and to like just the fact that he distanced himself from the community that led him, not blaming the community he was in, but like the fact that it went there, and he's like, I got to get away from this situation that brought me to that point. To take a break for like over a year to genuinely seek mental help, betterment, work on himself, stay in his lane. And then he comes back to streaming like, oh, by the way, I'm going to spend the next 12 months donating every cent to charity. I think if you're ever going to do something problematic and then seek coming back into any community, I think that's it. It is you accept, first of all, to clear the air, he was 19 years old having very explicit conversations with a 17-year-old. Not gonna sugarcoat it, not exactly like yippee kind of stuff, but to first of all be the one who he was, yeah, right, to be the person who like comes out to his friend group and then immediately come out to the wider community like, this is what happened. I am taking accountability. No one is planning to out me or anything. This is weighing on my conscience. I did this. I'm very sorry. I'm gonna go. Stops streaming, stops all that shit, takes over an entire year off, and then comes back like, hey guys, we're gonna raise money for charity. I think, if I remember correctly, every month was to a different charity. So if you had one that you were particularly like interested in, he would make the donation based on that charity kind of thing. All I'm saying is I think we need to be in at least my mind is I do think people have the capacity to overcome difficult, bad mistakes in their life. Like, I don't want to defend what he did and say it's fine that he did it, but I do think if we're gonna be a society that if somebody genuinely owns up to their mistake, accepts full on the consequences of their actions, and proceeds to take time to fix himself and then come back with no problems, I think we need to be in a world where, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think we need to be in a world where we can accept that people can grow past the shit that they did. Because if we're in a world of, like, you do this major fuck up and that's it. You're deceased. I think that's not good. If any streamer, YouTuber has any controversy is to be forgiven, I mean, he handled that probably the best he could without not having done it at all. Exactly. That's what it's like. I think that I think that's about as, and to this day, he's still not connected to the communities he was before. I'm sure privately there are some people he's probably friends with on a cordial level. Maybe not. I don't know. But like, he's in a whole new community. He's got a whole new friend group, a whole new community he's fostering, completely separate of his past. I just think that's good. And hell, watch me fucking eat my words, because you're not supposed to trust anyone on the internet ever. Come to find out in 3 years' time, he's been just as fucked up this whole time. That would be really, actually quite devastating. And I don't believe it. But, like, I think we do need to be in a world where somebody can move past their mistakes, because I just think that's better. I just think it is. And I think your comment, Annie, is probably about as well as I could put it. It's like, that's about as much as you can do, short of not having made the mistake in the first place. I was thinking, I don't know, I was kind of thinking about that lately. Funny enough, I was thinking about it because one of the nights, the reason I didn't get any sleep is because, I don't know, I don't want to touch too much on it. I want to more touch my personal journey with it, and I'll let y'all do your own exploring. But there was this controversy. There was a $40,000 Marvel Rivals tournament, and there was a player named Kingsman who got kicked off of his team because he was trying to force his teammates to play a certain way in order to win a $40,000 tournament. Now, that's kind of the broad strokes of it. I'll let you look into it more. Spoiler warnings, I definitely side with the guy named Kingsman, because it gets a lot worse. It's much less he was kicked off because he was trying to force his teammates to do something, and much more, I heard his team was doing dog shit, so I can't even blame him that much. Yeah, he was trying to be a team leader, and what he was faced with was everyone telling him, shut the fuck up, you're being a loser. They basically bullied and harassed him, and then afterwards went to the tournament organizer and went, hey, kick this guy off our team. Now, that's very, like, broad strokes. That is the amount of the controversy I knew for, like, a majority of it. And I was like, listen, I don't need to hear anymore, because A, I don't need to entrench myself in stupid fucking drama, and B, that's enough for me to hear and know that I'm probably going to side with him even after I hear all the information. Like, I think that's enough for me to know that that is the correct opinion, is the guy who got kicked out is probably right. Yeah. And then I keep talking about people I like. Yeah, people you should watch instead of me. There's a Overwatch Marvel Rivals streamer I've been watching for a long time named Flats. He's very good at tank stuff. And apparently got dragged into this controversy because he was invited to the tournament prior to a prize pool being announced. So he was like, I don't know anything about the Kingsman situation. All I know is I didn't think it was that competitive because when I got invited, there was no prize pool. And so everyone thought that he was like siding with the people who were bullying Kingsman. And so he's like, fine, I'll review the controversy. Y'all fuckers don't like that I don't know everything. I'm gonna know everything. So he spends 6 hours, makes a 4.5-hour VOD about him reviewing every inch of the controversy. And I watched that whole video in one night. So I didn't get any sleep. And the best part is, after I watched it, I sided with Kingsman. It's like, I knew this would happen. But a streamer I really like made a 5.5-hour video about it. I gotta know. You can quantify dog shit in terms of KOs dealt, damage dealt, assists, and death. Can you play better? Eat my cock. That's. I mean, like I said, I don't want to get. I feel like I've already done my damage of talking about like controversial stuff. Maybe I come in. I don't know. Fuck it, it's my life. Yeah, basically the whole thing centered around Kingsman being worried about his Widowmaker teammate who had 200 ping and was playing in a meta that absolutely shits on Widowmaker. And so he was like, basically, maybe his verbiage was a little blunt, but essentially he was like, if we're going to play Widowmaker no matter what, we're kind of fucked. Like, we're in a lot of trouble if we're going to play Widowmaker only. We're in so much fucking trouble. These opponent teams who are like better than I am, and I'm the best person on this team, and the people who are better than I am are going to fucking dog walk your Widowmaker. And then she plays Widowmaker and is bad, is not doing good. And he's like, you see what I mean? I think he says case and point. She goes like 0 kills, 0 assists, 5 deaths. And he's like, case in point, this shit isn't working. And that eventually led to them getting very mad at him. And he was like, okay, fine, I'll just shut up and play the video game. And immediately after those, this is not even the tournament, this is them practicing for the tournament. They immediately call the tournament organizer behind his back and get him kicked from the whole event. And the part that sticks out to me the most is that this tournament is a draft tournament. So you have team captains who are picking players in draft format. First of all, the team captain that picked him only picked him because her entire chat was saying, hey, pick this guy, pick Kingsman, pick Kingsman, pick Kingsman. And so he's like, oh, like, okay, this person doesn't even know who I am, but they want me on their team because their chat says so. Great. Second of all, the team he gets put on is a team that's like, hey, we're here for the vibes. We don't give a fuck about, like, trying our asses off. And he's like, fuck, man, it's a $40,000 tournament, and I get picked up by one of the worst teams that only wants to play for fun? What do I do? So poor bastard was in a shit situation from the start. I feel, you gotta feel bad for him. He's the best person on his team by 3 ranks. By 3 orders of magnitude better than his teammates. And he's like, fuck, man, they won't even listen to me? And then they kicked him out of the tournament. Which is fucked. Yeah. So, you don't play for fun in a tournament unless it's fun of knocking around and confusing the opponents. That was kind of Flat's point. If you want to play for fun and troll, every person on your team has to commit. Because otherwise, you're going to have, one of your teammates is going to have a dog shit time. Which is the position Kingsman was in. But there is one facet to this that makes, and this is the only leviable argument in favor of the opposition, is that when the tournament was announced, there was no prize pool. Then the company that makes Marvel Rivals approached the tournament organizer and went, hey, we're going to offer you $40,000 to sponsor this tournament to make a prize pool. And they're like, money makes the tournament awesome. Sold. Which in hindsight, they shouldn't have fucking done, because the whole structure of the tournament is based on a for fun, content-based attitude. So really, like, the only person who the only person who really didn't fuck up at all is Kingsman. The people who bullied him are fucked for that. The tournament organizers are fucked for taking a last-minute $40,000 sponsorship for a for-fun tournament. NetEase is a little fucked up for donating that kind of money to a for-fun tournament. It's a whole dumpster fire of a thing. And I haven't even gotten into the gritty details of just how mean the people were to Kingsman. And more importantly, and this is I'm a positive guy, I like to focus on the positives, how much Kingsman has flourished because of this. These very big content creators were punching down on this streamer, got him kicked out of a tournament, and his channel is exploding. His channel is blowing the fuck up. He is getting very popular, many subscribers, myself included, because he's great at the game. He's awesome. He's got a fun personality. He's fun to watch. He's awesome, fun to play with. Other content creators are collaborating with him now. He's getting sponsorship deals from company. So the person who was kind of the ringleader of all of the bullying that went on towards Kingsman, she not only lost her one of her bigger sponsorships, that bigger sponsorship also went online, was like, hey, we're dropping this content creator. We're not sponsoring her anymore. And then someone was like, hey, you should send some products over to Kingsman. And they're like, we're thinking about reaching out to him for a sponsorship. We're like, oh shit. So Kingsman is like shaking trees, raking leaves out of this. He is thriving after going through what he did. And I couldn't be happier. It's fucking awesome. Kingsman living up to his name? Exactly. So it's the story, it's fucked up, but the story has a happy ending, that the people who did the fucked up thing are being forced to take accountability, whether they like it or not. They're being unsubscribed to, they're being unsponsored, they're being deplatformed. And the guy who took the bullshit is better off than he would have been if he had won the tournament. Like, it's all sunshine for him. Oh man. He's milking it a little bit, but you know what? Shaking trees and raking leaves, man. I support him. I support him milking it. If he's still doing it like 2 or 3 months from now, I'm gonna be like, okay, it's a little passe. But right now, fucking get your bag, brother. Get your subscribers, get your viewers, get your sponsors, fucking get your bank, brother. Good for you. Yeah, Kingsman's base is fuck. Nah, it's especially now that the story has a happy ending. It's oh hey, here's Turtwig. It is one of the, in the end, one of the better things that has happened in the early days of 2026. I kind of had the same thing from the previous guy, but still, I was like, oh. See, I did that thing where I didn't scan the message. Okay, I'm gonna broad strokes read it. Okay, so just to make sure I have my covers based, is that the people involved. Okay. It's kind of it's kind of confusing for the for people who aren't in Twitch chat. So I'll very surface level explain that stuff went down when y'all were both underage and you got called out for it. Which is, look, I think there's like this it's weird because like when both of the people are below or like underage, it's kind of it's almost like you either need two negatives or two positives. You either need two people who are of age or you need two people who aren't of age. When you have one from both groups, that's fucked up. But like exactly, it sounds more like that's just teenage experience. I mean, I've had my own shit in that regard. I remember I dated a girl who was a month and a half. It's amazing out of context. Hey, welcome, James. Welcome, my man. Sintel, good to see you. I must say I dated a girl, and I was a month and a half older than her, and so there was a month and a half of time where I was 18 and she was 17, and we kind of looked at ourselves and went like, it's not weird, right? Like, this can't be weird. Like, I don't know. If everyone's on the same side of the fence, I don't think that's like, whoa. You know what I mean? I don't think it's that crazy. It's amazing to hear amazing out of context conversation. Yeah, we were talking about like had the same thing happen. Oh, you mean the you started dating underage and then y'all both separately became 18 and there was a time of like, oh, this is fine, right? Like, this ain't weird, right? That's funny. Yes, I was certified Diddy for a month. Okay, well, if it makes you feel any better, she's fucking dead to me anyway, so, you know. If it makes you feel any better, I would literally rather drag my naked ball sack through shattered glass for an hour than to see her again. So, you know. Did you not see the knot? Oh, well, Sintel said I was certified Diddy, so. Hey, regardless. Speaking of controversy, let me be clear, I don't condone any of that shit. I don't even know half of the Diddy stuff, and I'll just say the stuff that I do know, it doesn't. No. Like, there's some times where someone does something kind of controversial, and you're like, oh, but the music's so good. I don't care how good Diddy's music is. The things he did are fucked up. No. I didn't mean to make it all about me. Oh, no worries. You're fine. Look. Welcome to the shiny hunting experience where we all just kind of sit around and talk. This is the time for any and all things to come up in conversation. You know, with some limits. Don't fucking... What is your opinion on Israel and Palestine? Oh, I gotta go! It's like, I don't want to get political. I don't want to get like crazy, but like, you know, for the most part, I'm not opposed to most, if not all, kinds of conversations happening. I'm not, you know. What are your views on Marxism? Thanks for watching, everybody. Like and subscribe. Oh man. I don't want to hear about teenagers doing things they weren't old enough to do unless it's one time you got drunk and played video games. I don't mind hearing those kinds of stories if they're broad strokes. Like, if your version of nitty-gritty details are like, and then we had sex, it's fine to tell. But I don't need you to be like, so I was with this girl and I took her to my room. I'm like, you know what? Maybe come on, man. We don't gotta get in the weeds with this one, man. Just tell me the reason this story is worth telling. Don't reminisce about your losing your virginity, man. Just fucking broad strokes. What's your opinion on the fall of Yugoslavia? Yugoslavia fell? Oh no. Someone should go pick them up. Streams changed over the past 2 seconds. Oh man. Look, I'm telling you, this is what happens when you're the pilot of your ship is autistically ADHD. You're gonna fucking, this shit's gonna swing wildly. The captain's drunk at the ship. He's fucking we're weaving all over the fucking place. We'll go anywhere and everywhere. Damn, I've had this pizza in front of me for like half an hour. I haven't even taken a fucking bite. Shit's cold now. Damn it. Annie, that's where I'm at. I don't need to hear bedroom stories, and I don't want to say teenagers should drink, but if you've got a I was a drunk teenager story, oh man. I gotta let me put it this way. I have a drunk teenager story, but because it is not on my permit, it has been revoked from my quote-unquote criminal record. I don't know if I want to tell that story in a public setting. I don't think that is a stream story. I do not need video evidence of Seabass killed a man. Yeah, I don't need to come out about my short stint with cannibalism or anything. I don't think that's a YouTube Twitch story. You think people will believe me? You think people are gonna cut that out of context and like Seabass confirmed cannibal? Oh man. Drunk teenage stories are like war stories. The fact they happened is bad, but they're funny. Yeah, I will. You will? Thank you, Gecko. Glad we could trust you. Political conversations, Pokemon, and ASMR best stream ever. That's what I'm saying, man. These shiny hunting streams, like, I gotta start doing them more often because it's like this is the cream of the crop, man. This is the top of the fence. This is where the best stuff happens. This is the magic. When you just let my unmedicated brain just ramble in all directions I want to go. Mukbang too? Yeah. Did I bite that pizza really close to the, I'm thinking about it, I think I bit the pizza like right on the mic. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's probably really gross. Just fucking. Damn, I'm sorry. Oh, okay, maybe we go move it back over on this side so I have to bite it over here. That's really funny. Holy fuck. Oh boy. Oh god, we're doing a whole Lysander was actually right bit here. Oh man. Nikocado avocado moment. Holy dear God. Like him, hate him. I have no concrete opinion on him. It is fucking crazy that he got that weight off. How the fuck did he do? I don't care if it took him 5-10 years. How the fuck did he do that? Mad respect he lost the weight. Yes. How the fuck did he do that? Huh? That's fucking wild. Oh, man. I'm always 3 steps ahead. Cringiest thing to ever say into the most fucking unbelievable reveal that he has lost 200 pounds since the last video he posted like a month prior or something. Behind the scenes been using old footage to string people along that he was still obese. What the fuck? Crazy. What a crazy fucking thing to do. Holy fuck. ZA says Lysander was some Thanos shit, so the difference is Thanos wanted to be random, which is dumb. He should have killed all the villains. Yeah, man, what if Thanos just decided, oh, I'm only gonna kill, like, bad people? What if I'm only gonna kill, like, criminals and lawyers and shit? But if only. I'm gonna need you to spill the teenager drinking story so we have more things to write on the wiki. You know what? How about this? If somebody makes an actual Seabass 223 wiki that's like at least a little thorough and it's got some potent stuff in there, I will tell the drinking story on the channel. Criminals and lawyers. You just said criminals twice. So true. I will dangle the carrot about that story like this, and I'm begging you to not make me traipse it any further. Like, it was it was quite the adventure. It was right after we basically just graduated high school and exploring dumb ways to drink. And oh man, you need to mention the horse race test in the wiki. So true. Absolutely. The Seabass's hyperfixation, the short hyperfixation I had on horses between Uma Musume and the horse race test. The like month period where I was a fucking horse girl. Oh man, I would laugh if someone does make a wiki, but fill it with over exaggeration or lies. No, don't do that. Yeah, Seabass once confirmed that he's a cannibal. No. It's time stamped. Oh fuck. Oh man. You were into horses for a while? I had a phase, and there was an interesting overlap where like the horse race test, there was a big video about the horse race test that was made, and about a week and a half or 2 weeks before that, I had really gotten into Uma Musume. So it's just really funny that there's like an overlap of time where like 2 different like prominently featuring horses things were occupying my hyperfixation. Seabass once confirmed he wants to be king of California. Dude, that guy's cool as shit. I don't remember he wanted to be. No, there was a guy in like the 1800s who wanted to be king of America. He self-proclaimed himself and then made his own currency. It was Ever heard of horse electrolytes? I know a guy I can hook you up. Ah. I want to make like a give me I'm comfortable enough pretending I'm gonna make the joke, so why don't I just make the joke? Honestly, hook me up with horse testosterone instead. Don't get weird. Don't give me any kind of weird shit. I leave it at that. I want the testosterone. I don't want any other anything else. But if you got the testosterone, you can hook me up. That works. I have this game called Bloons Tower Defense 6, and there's a tower called the Glue Gunner. They shoot glue, and their nickname I gave them is Horse Annihilator. Oh no. What happened to Uma Musume? It's still around. It's still quite popular. I'm just not as interested in it. It's a gacha game that, like, you know, I don't have a job, so I don't want to be tempted to spend money. And even before that, I already kind of lost interest a little bit. The Glue Gunner needs ammo. I'll excuse you if I get the horse estrogen. Yeah, we're gonna get both. Oh my god. Like robbing a train, but we're just getting like horse hormone supplements. It's HRT, horse replacement therapy. Oh man. See, man, the joy of life is you gotta make yourself laugh. And I know it's cringe to make a joke and laugh at it, but I can't help it. Every fucking joke I make, I laugh at. We can just write lies? No, the fuck you can't. You know what? You're not getting the fucking story if the wiki has lies. If the wiki is like drenched in lies, you're not getting the story. This is not part of the deal. We have a deal, damn it. DC Universe news report about horseman and horsewoman robbing a train for horse hormones. They're like Robin Hood. They give it to the community. We take it from the horses who don't need it to the gender questioning people who do. Like oh my god. Oodalolly, oodalolly, jolly what a day. Oh man, we'd have horse masks. Those shitty rubber horse masks that blew up during the Harlem Shake. The ones where you fucking whip your head and it like the nose comes after the rest of your face. The wood eating phase is true. I experienced it. The wood eating phase. Oh, the lie. Yeah, right. You're making up lies about me. Got it. Yeah, no. Yeah. Unless you're talking about my obsession with the convenience store known as Buc-ee's. I don't know how I can relate to wood eating, so I assume that's just the lie. The first news report messes up. Which one is the... They misgender us. Wait. You know what? Usually I'm opposed to getting like this level of freaky, but you know what? Let's do it. I like the fact that they mess it up. Oh, okay. I was like, why would they mess it up if you have massive tits? Oh, because you use the estrogen and get massive tits. Duh, got it. Got it. Got it. I get the joke now. Okay. They're like, I was more like, why would they ever think that this dude's just got massive tits? No, it's because you use the estrogen, you steal. You get high off your own supply? You're not gonna Robin Hood and give it to those who need it with me? Because I don't need it, but if the people have a desire, I can fill the need. I'm not... Oh, fucking hell, man. This sucks. Oh, welcome to the shiny hunting pods. Guys, like and subscribe for the AZU Hunter series. Yeah. Oh. Oh, man. The people have spoken. They need their estrogen. I am the people. It's Robin Hood? Is Robin Hood's friend like is John something? John Bear? You can't John Boy, Johnny Boy, something like that. You can't be my if you're gonna be my right hand man, you can't be you can't be pilfering our supply. This is a charity gig we're doing here. What are they gonna think when we take some of it ourselves? Well, the implication is I'm doing it for me as well, but you know. There are people in my house. I knew I was gonna have company over. Especially since I'm loudly talking about particularly gross stuff. I'm going to take a brief recess here. I'm going to go out there and talk to them so that they don't feel like they have to come in here and talk to me. So allow me to take a brief moment and go interact with them. You're going to be watched over by the OU champion himself, Intimidate Landorus T. I'll be back very briefly, guys. Don't go nowhere. I'll be right back. All right, I believe that will be sufficient. I hope I do not. Again, especially when the conversation has been turning in the way that it has over the past half hour. It felt it prudent to go meet them instead of having them eavesdrop. See, that just looks like BoJack Horseman. Oh, I was like, take offense to that, but in this DC horse train robbery headcanon we're building here, this OC we're building. What do you mean this is an average Seabass stream? This is the good stuff. I'm telling you, this is like me in peak streaming form. We're at the top of my game right now. Listening to again from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Oh, truly one of the songs of all time. God, if only I had set up the channel specific streaming, like if I had it set up so that y'all could hear, like only Twitch could hear music and YouTube couldn't, I'd play that shit right now. Because Twitch's like copyright infringement policies are a lot more lax than they are on YouTube, so there's a chance I might be able to get away with playing some certain music that I wouldn't be able to play on YouTube. And Again by Yui would be one of those. We took the pure strain and it turned us into horses. Oh, oh, oh. I'll talk about it again in a second, but I like the idea that we're not like normal people dressed up as horses because our gimmick is to steal horse supplements. I like that our gimmick is that we become fucking horse people. We become centaurs. Or like minotaurs, but with horse heads instead of bull heads. Again by Yui is the first opening of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. It is a very, very good song. And we still have the horse masks. So we become horse people, but to hide the fact that we have become human abominations, we still wear the masks. Taking off the horse head to reveal a real horse head is fucking wild. Oh my, we pretend we're full horses. We fucking stack up on top of each other so that we're like the two people in the shitty horse costume. Oh man, this shit sucks. Oh, my wiki's gonna suck ass. Cause like you don't even have to lie, it's like Seabass has an OC of him being a horse person who steals horse supplements and gives it out to gender questioning people in the community. Like, fuck, man. It's not even a lie. That's just what has happened today. God damn it. Oh, man. Seabass cosplays as Bojack, and I spin a wheel of NLP characters. I don't know if that's like a I don't know if that's a cosplay duo I can get behind, man. Even for the bit, I don't know. Like, I'm already kind of like, I don't want to dress like BoJack Horseman. But I definitely don't want to do it if I'm going to be, like, companioned with someone as fucking Twilight Sparkle. I don't think I can do that, man. If Seabass gets big enough to do raffles, I think his horse head should be the top prize. I have it in like a glass case. It's like the final item of the night is my prized possession. How many bronies play Uma Musume? I gotta be honest, I don't know. I think the appeal is less of people who are interested in and maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like the appeal is much more people who are interested in anime stuff and much less people who are interested in My Little Pony stuff. I think it's a lot less horse and a lot more anime girl. Hey, he's like, no disrespect on either of that. Not only am I a big anime fan, I told this story last stream. If My Little Pony was a good show, I would be a brony because I heard a song made by someone in the community about My Little Pony, and I was like, this song fucking slaps. Surely the show is good as well if it gets people with this level of talent to make stuff. And then I watched the show and I did not like it at all. I think bronies like MLP because of friendship. Like I said, I don't know. I don't assume to know. But I will say there's a timeline where something about the show clicked for me, and I'm a big brony. Honestly, that fills me with confidence because there's been a lot of times over the past couple of months where I'm like, this shit can't get any worse, right? Like this shit, and it like not only does it continue to get worse, but like there's some times where I'm like, you know, maybe I could be a brony right now. It could be worse. Like, I could have more problems. I could have more personal issues that I'm going through. It could get worse. Oh man. So when I finish Fullmetal Alchemist, what should I watch the OG Fullmetal Alchemist? If you want to, I will tell you that the first 25 episodes of the original show are pretty much exactly the same as the first 12 episodes of Brotherhood. And without going into full details, the long story short is Brotherhood was made after the manga finished, and the original was made while the manga was being written. And because anime gets made faster than manga is written, because anime is made in bigger chunks, the anime got ahead of the manga and had to come up with its own shit. And because of that, people are like, it's not quite as good. It's still good, but it's not quite as fulfilling. There's a lot of canonical differences, like how like the nature of whatever they're called, what are the sins, greed, lust, pride, how those come about and are created is very different between the two stories. And without spoiling anything, the ending of the original series I really don't like compared to the ending of, not even compared to the ending of Brotherhood, but the original's ending is just so different. There's good parts about it. Oh, homunculuses, yes. They're homunculuses are very different between the two canons. Not birds, I mean stories. Anyway, like I said, I don't want to spoil too much for you if you're interested in watching them, but it's there's differences in the show for sure. OG FMA is darker and more kid-friendly at the same time. That's true. Like I said, I've watched both, and that is definitely true. Even in the stream, we mentioned earlier how the Chimera scene was, the Chimera part of the show was way more intense in the original show than it was in Brotherhood. It definitely like isn't pulling punches in the original, but you know, I think Brotherhood has the way better story. I'll just leave it at that. But that's also more so because I am someone who cares a lot about artistic intent. Like, the author of the story, it is the story the author wanted to tell, versus the original was something that got created in a boardroom. That got created by a team of creatives rather than what the artist wanted the story to go. Imagine an imitation of a human, no soul, maybe not even some of the organs, lacking in will and direction. So like those people who buy FIFA games. Hey, don't talk about my brother like that. Don't talk about my brother like that. We love him all the same. I will say though, I don't know, maybe it is for the same reason, but like my brother really likes football. And I mean like global football, not American football. I mean, he likes sports in general, so of course he likes American football. But he's a big fucking fan of soccer, like a huge fan of soccer. He went on a trip to England with his wife, and the part he talks about the most is when he went to the stadium and watched a soccer game live. Like that, he loves that shit. But yeah, he is also the person who buys the FIFA games. But like I said, we love him anyway. If you're brain rotted, you might call homunculuses NPCs. Sorta. Like I said, I don't want to spoil the actual canonical answer the show gives towards the end, but like it's a little bit more than that. I think in comparison, FMAB is far more consistent, but isn't as shocking. While the OG is all over the place, but is intriguing when it gets dark. And that's the thing. I value a show's consistency far more than I value a show's ability to do something really good if it then falters in other ways. Like honestly, I've been rewatching some of Dragon Ball Z lately. Can I be so honest with you? By my current standards, I don't like Dragon Ball Z. Because the show is wildly inconsistent and all over the place. Now, granted, I should just read the manga because I don't know if it's because it's an anime back in the 90s. It's just different. But, like, the way they drag things on and all this other stuff, it makes me think like this, like, and specifically the part that I've been rewatching in Dragon Ball Z is the Buu arc, and the Buu arc is the part of Dragon Ball Z that people like the least. So maybe that's marring my opinion, but like this show, like as a story, as something condensed, like I hate to say it, Dragon Ball Z abridged. Its broad stroke story is really, really fucking good. But if you're really like sitting down and watching it episode by episode, it's a little rough. It's a little, it's and again, possibly because that show's 30 years removed from modern standards and expectations of anime, or even like what people want to see in an anime in a modern setting. Dragon Ball Z is really fucking slow. And its fights, you have like even some of the best fight scenes that people always go on and on about, like Goku versus Perfect Cell. You watch them and you're like, it's so much of like, we do a little bit of fighting and then everyone kind of just stands around and monologues. He'll kind of just stand still and talk for a while. Like, give Super all of the shit in the world. Like, I get it. It's not as good as Dragon Ball Z. But I will say, in the Tournament of Power, the fighting is at least consistently happening. There's not these... They obviously pause to, like, talk about certain things at certain moments. But there's very few times where you're, like... just buying time. It feels like Dragon Ball Z suffered from production, not issues, but from like demands of production pacing, like to intentionally slow the show down so that it doesn't run into problems of other shows where it catches up and overpasses the manga. They will do things intentionally slower for the sake of preserving the intent of the story. So, like, in hindsight, when you're looking at the story in broad strokes, you're like, oh, yeah, that's really, really, really fucking good. But moment to moment, DBZ is tough. Now, that literally might be my greatest anime hot take, bar fucking everything. That might be the hottest anime take I have for my entire life. But I'm gonna stand on it, and I'm gonna double down on it. I think Dragon Ball Z Abridged is like the way to re-experience those stories, because watching them in their original formats is just slow and a little grating. Wouldn't this be an amazing time to get a shiny? Because then I would have to introduce this whole concept into my highlight. Thank God. Thank God we haven't... There's a lot of times in this series where I'm like, thank God this isn't the moment I get the shiny, because I don't want this to be part of the highlight. Talking about the horse shit earlier is one of those things. And giving my like most insane anime hot take of all time is also one of those things. That made me rage quit the show is how he spent almost 100 episodes of Gohan training to fight Vegeta, and then he freezes up. Don't be wrong, I understand why he's a pacifist. His relationship with Pickle was good, but I don't think it was worth watching 100 episodes of essentially filler. You're talking about in the Saiyan saga where Piccolo kidnaps Gohan and trains him. Yes. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Where the show does stuff intentionally slowly because it can't keep up. It has to pace itself in terms of the manga. You could be reading an Autobot with German styling and more sex when the shiny pops up. Oh, good. Yeah. Yeah, there's a fair point. Shiny could show up right now. That's the scary part about the series. It could literally be right now after talking about the most nonsensical shit ever. I don't care if it's cringe, but Windry and Ed are the first anime characters I'm kind of like, they should be together by the end, right? Yeah, I mean, it's set up that way. Like, Good friends, good chemistry. It's cute. I like to watch their friendship bubble and blossom. I like it. That's how I fell with sea bass and horses. Oh no. Oh, I don't know. Leave me alone! Boom! Ah! Akira! Ah! Replace horses with Weary? Jesus Christ. Speaking of that motherfucker, he said he would play Hightail with me tonight, and I haven't heard a fucking peep from that guy. I think it's been like 4 hours since I texted him. Nah, 3. I texted him at about 4 o'clock. We were like, yeah, a couple hours? And he's like, yeah, a couple hours. Hadn't heard from him. We'll see. My guess is he probably is tired as shit, which that's acceptable. Better love story than Twilight. Oh my god. I don't think I've heard anyone say those words in like a millennia. It has been a lifetime since I heard someone say better love story than Twilight. I'm sorry. We're definitely going to take a hit to how consistently I talk, but I need to eat. I'm like hungry. Ladies and gentlemen, it's officially become a shiny hunting mukbang. Let's fucking go. Yeah. Woo. Yippee. Oh, wait. Whatever. Never mind. Don't worry about it. I have desktop audio turned off. That was for me, not for you. Sintel, I don't know how plugged in you are to anime. Please tell me Frieren Season 2 is really, really good. Because I'm about halfway through rewatching Season 1, and I need someone to convince me that I need to stop fucking around and finish rewatching Season 1 so I can start watching Season 2. Please, I need a kick in the shorts that's like, hey, stop fucking watching 5-hour controversies. I haven't watched Frieren. Ooh. See, then I'm the guy for you. You need to watch that fucking show. Dear God. Holy fuck. This pizza eating segment is sponsored by Annie and I's horse robbery headcanon. That's what's sponsoring. I'm definitely not sponsored by fucking Pizza Hut, I'll tell you that. Hi, Kadabra. I want to talk about a spoiler because it embarrasses me. I will say, I think for the most part, people in here have either seen Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood or, I mean, like, because here's, like, genuinely, what is the statute of limitations for how long a show needs to have been out before publicly talking about spoilers is considered not taboo anymore? Because Brotherhood was what, 09 or something? So it's been like 15 years. Ain't it time that we could just talk about it without worrying about spoiling a show that's that old? Like, I think so. I think we're at the point where that's fine. I give you the seal of approval for talking about it if you want to. I don't know. Eva's old as fuck, but I wouldn't want to spoil it. It spoils for me. Makes sense. But, like, specifically, Eva is very... That is a show that lives and dies by not knowing what's happening around the corner. You know what I mean? Here's like you wouldn't want to spoil, like, if an anime is specifically about a grand mystery, which technically Brotherhood is kind of a mystery as well, but like if Eva is like I don't know. I think the time depends on the popularity. That's kind of, it's like arbitrary. It's ridiculous because like a show like Ava was like the biggest fucking show in the 90s, but now people hardly even talk about it because it's fucking 30 years removed. But because it's 30 years removed, it's less popular than it was, so less people that you're talking to would have seen it, which means it's even more of a problem to spoil it. It's fucking, there's got to be some kind of fucking standard where we're like, listen, you had to have watched this show by now. Like, if I'm in a small group with friends and someone's like, I haven't seen that show, I'm not going to be like, okay, well, we're going to talk about spoilers anyway. I'll be like, fine, we're not going to talk about that show. That's fine. But like in a public space like this, I don't know. It's case by case. Yeah, that makes it. Yeah, I hate to say it. As someone who's trying to find a standard way to do this, that does make the most sense. Because, like, it has to be a case by case basis. Because some shows, things that you do and don't want spoiled, the intensity of that changes. Like, obviously, a mystery show, you would never want to spoil a mystery show. Unless the person is genuinely like, I am never going to watch that show, you can tell me. But, like, I don't know, a show like fucking the first season of Dan to Dan? Like, obviously not enough time has passed to, like, just openly, candidly talk about. But the stuff in that show, especially, again, in the first season, nothing in there is like, you ruined the story by telling me, what the fuck? You know what I mean? I can't believe you spoiled Hamlet. Fuck. It's like spoilers like Darth Vader. Everyone knows how big Star Wars is. But maybe something like Eva is something not everyone's watched, yet should be like 50 years. Yeah, I think case by case is probably it. Anyway, maybe y'all can tell me I'm wrong, but my interpretation is that outside of, honestly, based on where I know Gecko is in the series, he just got to whatever that steel fortress in the snow is, with Armstrong's sister. Up until about that point in the show, I think everything before it, especially with how much time has passed, I think all of that before it is, like, I think up for grabs on spoiler conversations. Because the biggest mystery reveal of the show prior to that point, there's two contenders. One of them happens within the first 10 episodes, and the other happens within the first 30. So it's not like you're spoiling the ending or anything. I don't know. Oh, yeah, Gecko, yeah. That's, see, like, that I don't think is that, yeah. Like, I don't think that is like a, oh my god, wow, you ruined it. You know what I mean? Ah, yes, Miss Armstrong. I gotta be honest, Gecko. I think the fact that you in your freaky ways, you're backing the Riza horse, and I gotta be honest, I think you should have been patient. I think Miss Armstrong is the horse to back in that show. If you're gonna be a horny little freak about somebody, I don't know. I think I think she deserves it more. Again, you just got to her part of the story, so maybe we're putting the cart before the horse. But like, I don't know. It's kind of, dude. What do you mean? There's a big meteor that hits the Earth 65 million years ago. Why would you tell me that? What the fuck? Now I'm not gonna study archaeology anymore, man. Fuck you. I'm into cops with cute animals. I love this. This is the kind of stream I love, where my brain is going everywhere all at once, and everyone's doing different things. And our chat is small. Our community is tight knit enough to where I can literally read every single message and have my brain go in every single direction. It's gonna be sad when I get big enough where it's like people saying random shit in chat is not something I can divert my mind towards. That's gonna suck. Hey, drinking the obscurity while we can. You know what I mean? Dude, you spoiled the Big Bang. I can't believe you spoiled that the universe starts with an explosion, dude. Fuck you, man. God, now I'm not gonna study theoretical physics anymore. You fucking ruined it for me. That's so funny. He has a type. Doesn't Miss Armstrong have a big, like, Siberian dog? Doesn't she have, like, a big dog? Am I crazy? Am I misremembering that? I think she also has a giant, like a pet. Maybe I'm thinking of a different character. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, I think Nightbot got really angry at whatever you just typoed there. You had a crazy typo, and my Nightbot's like, holy shit. Oh, you know what? I fucking know what it is. I know what it is. I know what it is. Oh, that's so funny. I know why Nightbot got angry at you. Are you, Gecko? Say something in chat if you're still timed out. If not, I'll work to untie. I'll work to undo that because that's fine. Yeah, I have. All right, Gecko, he's back. Let's go. All right, I have on Nightbot. I have a list of words, and phrases that I've added manually to keep people not saying of the most ridiculously like homophobic, transphobic, and racist stuff. Like I like the actual like top of the list things you don't want anyone saying. But one of those, because one time I almost don't even want to talk about it because I don't want to inspire violence, but I think our community is small enough right now that no one's gonna do that this insane thing. I remember one day we had a random chatter come by who spelled the N-word with 6 different messages. And that was my wake-up call, like, oh shit, I have to add automatic moderation so that this shit doesn't just happen. I need something to make sure this shit doesn't happen. And so one of the things I did is at first I banned those letters. Look at Turtwig, everybody. Check them out. I banned each one of those letters separately, and I was like, no, because then if somebody types like I'm placing blocks in shit, they're gonna get timed out, and that's fucked up. So I took that out. So I broke the word in half, so each half of that word is bannable, and then I broke up the word into thirds. The first 2 letters, the second 2 letters, the third 2 letters. Those are all... Actually, I don't know if the last 2 letters are, but that's because it's too general and applicable to other things. But yeah, that's it. That's why I timed him out. He typed the first 2 letters of the N-word because he had some freak typo, and Nightbot was like, holy shit. Battle stations. How am I supposed to say good game? I think that is also not. It was on, that was it. I was so fucking mad. It was on Juneteenth. No fucking way. It's on Juneteenth. That's so what a fucked up thing to do on Juneteenth, man. That's crazy. It was fucked up. It was my wake-up call that I need to make sure that this shit gets auto-moderated before I even have to, like, look at it. Like, I should not have to be involved in making sure that shit isn't said in my chat. Like, some of that stuff needs to be automatic. Like, sometimes I need to look at something and go, you know, that's probably not the kind of vibe I want here. But, like, broad strokes, I should actually check my Nightbot. I wonder if good game, if GG, I'm actually gonna look at that right now. I might need to fix that, because I do want people to wish me good game. I'm so I almost got traumatized because I am scrolling through an ocean of racial slurs, and I was like, I really hope I'm not showing this on stream right now. Okay, yeah. No. GG is fine. No, GG is not on that list. You can wish me good game. You can wish me good game. No. That's not. It's not. No. You're good. You're good. You can wish me good game. I'm not that hostile. Although if someone says timeout for saying GG is hilarious. Look, if you use it sarcastically, like if you fucking 6-0 my ass, you completely mop the floor with me, make me look like a man with no hands playing the piano, and you type GG, that was close. I might have to. You might get a manual timeout for that. That I see stuff like that I leave for manual review, but some stuff, a lot of stuff. I'm scrolling through that list actually. Grounds for instant hands. Yeah. That's like that's like a barbarian casting rage. Like you've drawn aggro. You have kited my attention. Roll for catching these hands. I don't know what Juneteenth is, but it sucks any day. You mean saying some ignorant shit like the N-word in my YouTube chat? Yeah, it is. June 19th is like, I don't know exactly what it is actually either, but isn't it like a celebration of like diversity in America, like racial diversity? Celebrate the end of slavery. Okay. That's probably a lot more potent. Yeah. Yeah, so it very, very potently is like a celebration of Black Pride, and someone comes in my chat and types the N-word, and his profile picture is some bearded white dude, and I'm like, God damn it. That was rough. That was a day for sure. I think I was shiny hunting when it happened too. Like, what the fuck are we doing, man? I don't know why that Marill, as it was coming out of the grass, it looked like a completely different Pokemon in my mind. I thought some part of my mind was like, that's a fucking Totodile. I don't know why I saw it. I think the red ears looked like an open mouth for some. I don't know what happened there. My brain is on the fritz. Oh man, who knows? Maybe 7 hours is the limit for me. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting too old. I'm getting too decrepit. I can't keep up with the youngins anymore. No, don't slow the game down. Isn't it crazy that they added the slowdown to Nintendo official hardware? That's nuts. Oh. Ooh. Oh, don't you ever just crack your neck so good that... Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs. That was a good one. Holy shit. Well, I'm going to be feeling that for the next 30 minutes at least. That was a good one. That was a good one. Oh, man. Also, in that way, it's also messed up. Like, yes, your channel isn't meant for kids, but someone seeing a guy streaming a kid's game and not caring that there might be kids and dropping that is messed up. It was a rough day. Especially because my automatic reaction when it happened was like a painfully nervous laugh. Like I saw that, I was like, oh show, no. Like I like it brought up some anxious, nervous chuckles out of me. And people were like, dude, that's someone typed the N-word in your chat and you laughed? I was like, no, guys, please. This is already bad enough. Don't do this. That was a rough fucking day. That was rough. Fortunately, we haven't had any... I mean, I'm sure there's possibility of it happening down the line, but luckily that has not been a kind of issue we've had to deal with since. What, like, the guy is banned from the channel. I manually made it so that like that person's account cannot type in this chat anymore. Wouldn't it be fucking crazy if it happened again on Juneteenth? I might have to like do something drastic if that shit happens again. I don't know what I would do. I like, part of me would be like, I have to reach out to YouTube support. Like, this cannot stand. Like, YouTube, you gotta fucking help me with this shit. This is your fucking problem. Is that the day I made you mod? Yeah, probably. That makes sense. We'd always tossed around the idea, and then some shit like that happens, and I'm like, I guess I do need some. I guess I do need some help. I need some people ready. And then you proceeded to abuse your mod gift. You then proceeded to time people out because they annoyed you. Good times. We'll restrict messages voicing against the police and saying, oh, some guy. Yeah, like, I don't know. YouTube's automatic filtering let that shit slide, I guess. Because it doesn't read messages in sequence from the same person or something. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like YouTube's own auto moderation, when that shit starts happening, they get about 2 or 3 letters in, YouTube should put the kibosh on them. YouTube should be like, no, you're done. Pack it up, go to bed, you're done. Get the fuck out of here. You're done. I don't know, man. Shit was whack. I've eaten 1 slice of pizza in like 2 hours. Hour and a half. Man, I'm good. I'm on good pace. Gecko, that is fair. That is fair. Pop can only type 6, 7 so many times before you gotta do something about it. I agree with you. I agree. That's fair. That's very fair. That's very fair. Oh, anyone want to check if I got a fucking headphone dent? I can't see myself. Nah, kinda. What's going on? Oh yeah, it's definitely, yeah, I got a headphone dent for sure. A little, but not that bad. Like I said, it's funny to me because it has. Whenever someone gets headphone dent, they all make it like this big fucking deal. I wonder how much of it's for theatrics, because honestly, it's like, yeah, this fucking like half-pound band has been sitting on the exact same part of my head for 7 hours. Duh, it's gonna fucking push my hair down. No shit. Ever stood in the same place for 7 hours and left a foot imprint? Yeah, that. As it turns out, your hair is over your head. It puffs over your head a little bit. That descending hairline, though. What, the way I part my hair? I think I got a pretty decent hairline. Like, I'm not afraid of this either. Like, that's fine. It's definitely bigger than I normally keep my forehead, but like, I don't think it's that. I don't think I got a big ass forehead or anything. I was worried. I noticed headphone dent the first time when I was younger. It was mildly worried my skull was dented. I remember something vaguely similar to that. I remember like when you used to like rest your knees upon something and you pull your knees back and that fucking like indentation in your kneecap, you're like, oh no, what have I done? Gecko, you're trying to make fun of me. And look how positive I am. It glanced right off of me. Be like water. Let it flow. Yeah, noticing a headphone dent when you're a kid is really funny. Oh hell no. Oh, you know what I'm talking about with the kneecap thing though. Where like you're the like, oh hell no. Oh, that's not even MK. Oh shit. I'm so used to seeing either pink text or red text. No, that's our man Weary. Hey man. Oh hell no to you, motherfucker. Where's my goddamn let's play Hightail call, motherfucker? Bro doesn't get mad at anything ever. Oh, you know me, MK. I am pious and righteous. And why the fuck don't I have a shiny yet? I'm very well mannered, well tempered. I keep a very low key, chill profile all the way through. It's who I am as a person. Don't even look back to earlier parts of the VOD where I was screaming cuss words at teammates in Pokemon Unite. Don't even worry about that. That didn't happen like 3 hours ago. Fuck that. Just did that you did not answer. Oh, did you call me on Discord? Oh, fuck, you called me on Discord. It didn't even ring. Yo, my bad, brother. You still here? Damn, Discord didn't fucking ring. Calmest man alive, for sure. Here, let me finish up this repel on the shiny hunt. Honestly, no purpose because I know you're here, which means it's definitely not gonna shine. But let me finish it up anyway for the people, and then I'll end the VOD and we'll get going. How's that sound? Hell no! I'm gonna stop shiny hunting for you. I put on a new repel. That's the end of the run. That's the end of it. Okay, cool. All right, folks. VOD watchers, it's been real. Thanks for checking in on the AZU Hunter series. Like, subscribe, all the other bullshit YouTubers say. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I got a Twitch channel now. Check in on that. Fuck yeah. Hit that fucking bell. Ring that thing. Click that a bunch of times, but make sure it's an odd number, because if it's an even number, then you've undone. You can click it. You know what I mean. Just have fun out there, kids. Take care. Bye-bye. Hello, folks. As promised, it has been about 5 fucking hours. And I am back at fucking what goddamn route am I on? Do I even have the goddamn I do have the town map. On the route 215. We'll come up with a name when I'm less tired. It's fucking midnight, and we're starting another shiny hunt at midnight, which I've done before. But not after a 12-hour stream, and not after already having shiny hunted earlier in the day. But you know what? Like nothing ever happened. We're getting right back into it. Because if I hit a shiny while this sleep deprived, it'll be magical. Wouldn't that be swell? YouTube is being a poopy head. And I ended a live stream after less than 12 hours, but it is not letting me start a new stream. So fuck it. We're just streaming on Twitch. We're just recording, because like at the end of the day, like from a YouTube perspective, since no one was there to begin with on YouTube side, I've been streaming for 12 hours. There were plenty of people hitting there. This co-streaming thing was kind of a big success. Oh, we're looking at Route 215 this time. We're not looking at Turtwig. We're looking at Route 215. Look at us. But yeah, now that that's the case, right? That no one was on YouTube side anyway. It's not gonna matter how abruptly the YouTube stream ends. If people want to watch the AZU Hunter afterwards, they'll just look in the AZU Hunter channel and see that this VOD is there and that it encompasses both ends of it. We can go ahead and turn back on Spotify audio, turn back off desktop audio, and we'll be good to go. It's been a long ass time since I've stayed. Why is it not scrolling all the way down? It's the longest time since I stayed more than 11 hours. It has been a long ass time since I've streamed this long. Well, not even that I've streamed this long, but like This is officially the longest amount of time I've spent streaming. The first stream I do on my Twitch is a fucking 12-hour stream. And you know what? Over the past couple of weeks, I've been having trouble. Like, some of it's, like, over the past couple of months, it's been because of, like, mental low points and all this other stuff. But, like, most recently, it has been because I've wanted to stream, and for one reason or another, golly, it was not a good time to stream. So now I feel like I'm giving back. Oh, I gotta do the fucking keyboard thing again. Give me a second. I feel like I am paying owed dues. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I owe it to give kind of... Not even that I feel like I owe it to give a longer stream, but, like, part of me is like, I had to have the energy to keep going, and it's been a long time since I've done a lot of streaming lately. It's been falling off the wagon ever so slightly, so... If I have the means and the, like, if I have the capacity and none of the "what the hell are you doing, Christopher" reasons to stream, why the hell not? Let me just do it. Why is it not scrolling down properly? Oh well. Hopefully it's fine. Funny, because I was planning on watching Brotherhood today, but then you put on Discord we were going live, and don't take it as I'm only saying because I feel forced. I just enjoy the content. Hey, that's good to hear, man. I appreciate having you around. That's nice. It's a sweet thing to say. Oof. But yeah, it was high time I got a stream in and get a big one in. Hopefully this is the moment where I'm like, here we go. Actually, give me one second. I don't know how much it matters for Pokemon, but currently I noticed my bitrate's at 6,000. That's because we're only streaming to Twitch right now. High quality, medium file size, sure. If it says high quality, it's probably good enough for recording. Oh well, we'll just take it and hope it is what it is. We'll take it at its face value, and it'll be fine. There's very few reasons that a Pokemon game like Platinum would cause a lot of blurring at this bitrate. So I don't imagine it will be that much of a problem. I think it's going to be fine that it is what it is. Also, I'm going to try and, a little bit earlier this time, I'm going to try and get the VOD, because it's slightly less easy than it usually is, because I have it in 2 different VODs. I'm just going to have to go in an editor and splice them together. Literally just going to let the 2 files touch tips and just ship it. No editing whatsoever. Just let that shit rock. Yeah, I generally don't know how long I'm going to do this for. I'm just going to play until I feel like really, really fucking exhausted. And then spend like 10 minutes getting this file starting to upload. Schedule the upload for like whenever. I'll have to see if you can schedule it to upload before it's actually finished processing, because I'd like to get it up as soon as possible. But if it's got to wait until like 6 a.m., then it's got to wait until 6 a.m., and I'm fine with that. Now you have to play Persona next stream. You have to play the game that gives you so much dread by looking at Anne in palaces. Oh, golly. Oh. If I remember correctly, we left off at the beginning of a new segment. There's some like old pervert or something. Probably not a pervert. Probably like the last guy was a pervert. Who knows if they're all gonna be perverts? I hope not. But it's some kind of older businessman who's the next target of the Phantom Thieves, if I remember correctly. They finished eating at that big fucking hotel buffet after taking on the pervy gym teacher. So hopefully that will be little less erotic. Because there's been this whole like, this is your goat. There's because it's not just you, Gecko. There's been a lot of like Alpha Rad, for example. I used to watch a lot of Alpha Rad, and he talked very very highly of Persona 5. And then I look in Persona 5, and it's the first like 4 or 5 hours of gameplay is like obscenely horny stuff involving high schoolers, and it's like, oh, that's your goat, huh? Off to a good a very wholesome Chungus 500 start. And you could say stuff like, oh, it's done tastefully. Oh, it's not meant to be like observed like that. It's not meant to be XYZ. It comes from Japan. It's meant to be observed and seen like that. But at the same time, you know, where do you draw the line of upping the disgust to characterize your villain as a horrendous person? When does that go too far and just become genuinely uncomfortable? And maybe I'm being a stick in the mud, but I think Persona 5 pushed that envelope a little bit. I mean, don't give you a bad villain, a villain that makes you uncomfortable. The rest of the game is smooth sailing mostly. Yeah, it's like the opposite of a palate cleanser. Is like you start a meal with like the worst part. instead of having something at the end of the meal that leaves your mouth in a very like fun flavor place, you start the meal with like chewing coffee grounds or something. It's this gross bitter flavor you start the whole dining experience with that doesn't really go away. But again, I'm down. I just haven't had motivation to get myself to do it, and now I do. Oh man. Outside of a couple breaks, it's kind of crazy I've been live this long. Holy shit. We did it! It's fucking 12 hours! Yippee! Now the next question is, how much further do I push the envelope? At what point in time do I end up getting a 24-hour stream in? That would be... That's definitely down the line. That's definitely something I plan out like for the whole week ahead of time, with not just things to do, but planning my mentality for that, because that is nasty. That shit is nasty. But if I ever do that, it's gonna be well known ahead of time that it's gonna happen, and it's something I'll tell the people about ahead of time. P5 is pretty much the only Persona game that has a pervy teacher, if I remember. Like I said, like I'm not opposed to the idea on a concept level. It is just a wild decision that you're going to start the game like that. What a wild place to start, especially for people who you explain a lot. Like you don't have to play the other Persona games to get into this. So there's going to be an expectation that people like me have never seen anything from Persona before and are thrust into this world where this high school teacher has various like sexually explicit imagery all over the game depicting high schoolers in like sadistic torturing and like skimpy bikini outfits and ass grabbing, and like it's what a way to like, it's just wow. it's quite the foot to start this game on, is my point. That's quite fucking interesting. It's It's more like the gameplay is so complicated that P5 is the only game that explains it well enough. Wow. So you're telling me I'd be even more fucked playing a different game, trying to figure out how the rules of the game worked? I gotta tell you, maybe it's time. Maybe it's because it's been a while since I've done it, but I feel like I don't remember hardly anything about that game. I know you want to backstab people to start fights, and you want to stat and you want to stun them by hitting their weaknesses. But like, and then chaining those stuns. But man, it's really I'm gonna tell you, for the most part, it's gonna be me clicking buttons, getting through the game. It's so funny that Nightbot's like and subscribe message has that fucking the heart eyes every time now. It's kind of jarring to see it every time it happens. Ooh, man. Actually, I think I didn't I do a 12-hour stream? I did. It was a full-on shiny hunting stream in Crystal. I hatched 100 eggs in Crystal. Fucking ridiculous. In one sitting, I hatched 100 eggs because I really wanted to get a shiny Marill. My last shiny Marill of Pokemon Crystal I wanted to get before the Switch 2 came out. And I didn't accomplish it. So then like a day or two-ish later, like literally the day before I was going to go get the Switch 2, I did another stream, got the shiny in like an hour. It was pretty awesome. You know, you kind of complain about the long P5 tutorial. P3 just throws you with no knowledge and they pray you know what you're doing. I can see that vibe. I actually can understand that vibe for a remake of a game, especially if you're given the option to like describe your level of experience with Persona before venturing in. That'd be nice. Maybe it's like optional, like people who've done it for hundreds and hundreds of hours don't need it. I can just skip the first like 2 hours of gameplay. I'm gonna try something though. I want to go to speedrun.com. I want to see what the speedrun for Persona 5 time looks like. Oh, I clicked 2, or I clicked 1. Oopsies. Where the fuck is it? Come on. Persona 5 2016. The world record is 15 hours. The world record is 15 hours. Wow. God damn. 15 hours. Good lord. Jesus. All right. One guy streamed the game and it took him almost 2 years to beat. Oh no, it's me. It's me, but worse. It's me, but I'm worse. Oh no. Oh man, that's bad. That's a devastating thing to hear. I'm literally gonna be playing Persona forever. Because I'm telling you, I'm not a fast game player either. It's gonna take me a long fucking time. I'm gonna be playing this fucking game forever. It's awesome. He's also someone that took in every dialogue. That's how I've been playing it. I've been skipping it a little bit before the dialogue ends, but like for the most part, I let the dialogue speak. I haven't been reading it. That's something I don't think I'll be doing, is reading it when there's no vocals. We'll see. We'll see. He just started. The same guy started 3 Royale, not or 3 Remake. Nice. Oh man, I'm like that kind of tired you can feel in your chest. I can feel like it's like a weight has just like been placed on my shoulders to just. It might have been a slight twinge of a mistake to start a shiny hunt now, but we'll go for a little bit. Why not? I only streamed for about a little less than 2 hours earlier on the shiny hunt, so I could probably push another hour and a half. I'm good for it. I'm a good boy. I'll be good for it. I promise. I promise. I got it. It probably is common knowledge about a Full Metal Alchemist PS2 game. I am just somebody who usually likes to absorb media in its original form and don't really tend to venture into offshoots and other things, like when like the side character of a TV show gets their own TV show, or when a video game becomes a movie, or a video game becomes a TV series. And hell, maybe I'm a little hypocritical, but like when a book becomes a TV show or a movie, or a manga becomes an anime, I feel different. Mostly because maybe more so the anime than the book, or actually probably both. It feels like the artist is there hand in hand with the producers of the movie to make sure the movie is more or less feeling exactly like the book feels. I'm actually getting the FMA manga soon. Nice. That's cool. I actually never read the manga of it. I've seen a review of the manga which used a lot of panels from it, and it looks fucking pretty. I forget her name, but the manga artist, her artwork is so fucking clean. The whole show is so... That's a great word for it. The whole show is clean. Unproblematic. No plot holes. No glaring plot issues or setting issues or character-specific, like, why would that character make that decision kind of moment. Everything feels really natural and justified, and it just feels so genuine and clean. I'm expecting Nina to be even worse than the manga. Probably. Like I said, I haven't read the manga, so I wouldn't know, but that's maybe a safe bet. So the FMA version of the Nina episode, I was kind of disappointed about what they left out. Yeah, there were some sacrifices. I think that's probably the biggest one of Brotherhood. Of like, I mean, I feel like it did cover Nina's whole thing very well, but there are some stuff from a pacing perspective that the original did that elevates it. Like I said, it's been a long time since I watched either, but if I remember, like, just certain like relationship details between the characters in those moments were much more important in the original. It felt more impactful because more time was spent on it. So that makes sense to me. Well, heard the hallway door close out there. Is it time for my dad to be home, or is that just someone moving through? Hearing her in the dog form, she says, "Why does it hurt in the OG?" Oof. Oh! Oy vey. Amen. Yeah. It's definitely not fun being a Chimera. It's definitely not enjoyable. It's not a pleasant ride down, I'll tell you that. One episode of the OG hit harder for me. I mean, that's fair, because like that's the point where the anime was still matching up with the manga. Like I said, I feel like it does that because it is more slow paced and spending more time with the story itself. Maybe Brotherhood treats it. Oh yeah, no, it's the message I just read. Damn it! Damn it! Fuck. Oh, your boy's eyes are getting heavy. You gotta like, not every blink. I'm not that tired yet, but every now and then you have a blink where your eyelids are particularly heavy, and you're like, you gotta like fight to open them. Can't wait for you to accidentally read Nightbot's messages. I'll tell you what, I have not read one out loud, but I have definitely like read them and been like, who's saying this? Oh. Or like I've been like, what's this long message about? And then I read it in my head. I'm like, oh, yeah, I wrote that. How awesome am I for writing something so awesome? I am so excited about this information. Woohoo! Man. I think this was successful. We didn't pull anyone new into the channel, which is, hey, no. You're not gonna get new people every time, but it has been outside of yeah, what was it, Seabass, the my evil clone or whatever. It has been 3 months since we have had anyone new come into the chat, and then before that it had been 7. So like there was a 4-month gap with no new subscribers, and now there's a 3-month gap with no new subscribers. So I don't know. Kind of spooky. But like I said, this is all like, you know, if this gets big, it is what it is. But like, my primary goal with this has always been to give myself something I'm proud of doing, while also creating a backlog of what I have done. I have like a lot of hours of content on this channel. I've put a lot of myself on this channel. And that's something I can be proud about, whether or not I get subscribers for doing it. Like I said, I have unbroken done one of these streams every single week since last April. So we're coming up on a year of weekly streams at minimum, and more often than not throughout that time period, like 2 or 3 streams a week. It's been 1 a week lately because I'm falling off. I'm getting old and tired and unk pilled and all this other stuff. Yeah, speaking of the clone, I laughed aloud when you DM me about the fake account. Yeah. Yeah, it was funny. Because on YouTube, I was trying, because on YouTube, when I type, it says at Seabass2238, and that's just how it auto-generated however long ago it was. And I just never corrected it because I didn't really think about it until they started putting at my, instead of my username into YouTube chat, they started putting my at into YouTube chat when I'm like talking to people live in other people's live streams, for example. And so I was like, well, at one point I got fed up with it and I'm like, I want to change it. I checked, it's not available. I'm like, who the hell has it? And I see this channel on YouTube called The Real Seabass223. And I'm like, huh, it's got 2 subscribers. I wonder if those are people who were trying to find my channel and found that one instead, but I'm not going to worry about that. The picture was slightly more zoomed in, and I saw that it was at Seabass223, and I'm like, oh, well, there it is. I asked Pop first. I don't know if that's like, if that's a known piece of the lore, but I asked Pop first. I figured it was either you or Pop, but my first guess was Pop because I'd forgotten you actually had done that. You made an alt of me. And I was like, Pop, is this you? Because I want my handle. And he's like, it ain't me. And so I asked you, and it's like, oh shit, yeah, that's me. just for like totality's sake, we change it. I'm like, great, cool. I'm gonna change my handle now. Still won't let me change it, and I go, what the hell? I look it up. A handle needs to be inactive for 60 days before it comes back on to be changed. So my late birthday gift to me is gonna be naming my YouTube channel Seabass223 finally. Now, if only I could get my Twitch name changed for Christmas or something. That would be nice. But yeah, like I said, it's not that big of a deal. I'm a little, like, it's one of those things, like, my channel name should, my at should really just be my channel name, straight up. Sure. Good night. Yeah, like I said, it's something that, like, kind of, like, a little bit, but honestly, it's not that big of a deal. I'm not that concerned about it. It's my microphone. There we are. I always like to keep track of just how loud I'm being on the microphone. It's funny enough because, like, even when the microphone is, like, all the way over here, like, tucked way far away from me, like, it still gets, like, it's quiet, but it still gets picked up pretty fucking well. Like, it's clear. Like, it's definitely quiet. It's definitely like, oh, it sounds far away, but it's, like, clear what I'm saying. At some point in time, the microphone might just be, like, all the way up here off screen, so that I don't have to worry about it being in the way of my monitor. But for now, I'm kind of chill with it. Still kind of bad. Like, I've only did a bit and it didn't go out. And I didn't know that's how it worked. Hey, I didn't know either. I'm fine with it. I don't care. Like I've been saying, it's not that big of a deal. I don't care that much, actually. At some point in time it needs to change, and if that means it changes in mid-March, then it means it changes in mid-March. I'm not that worried about it. Whatever. January is like the worst time for streamers anyway, so who cares? Who the hell? Oh my god, who the hell cares? It's not Peter. That's not Peter Griffin. It's not Peter Griffin. Let's go back to an old method I used to use. I don't remember if I did it in Emerald. I think I did do it in Emerald a number of times. Let's go set a number goal. Actually, no. I'm trying to wonder, should I just go until I want to reset? No. Let's go to a number. Apparently Juneteenth is too. Juneteenth's a bad time for streamers to make Oh, you mean specifically me? Yeah, specifically me. It is pretty rough, but like, I more mean that people aren't watching in January, not that people are being horrendous human filth pieces of trash. You know what I mean? Come on. I'm gonna get another encounter basically to the drop of the song. Come on, be shiny. Be shiny. Be fucking shiny. Do it. Do it. Don't fuck with me here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Be shiny. Be shiny. Be shiny. Come on. 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 Can you imagine the fucking clip? Can you imagine? Fucking 12:45 a.m. after a 12-hour streaming marathon. I fucking pop a shiny to the beat drop of the song that has defined my channel. That would be sick as fuck, dude. What a way to end! What a way to end a fucking 12-hour stream to get a shiny here. If I get the shiny tonight, I promise you I'm not sleeping. I promise you I'm not sleeping. Oh boy. I gotta click really loud on my keyboard for it to get caught in the microphone, so I'm quite happy about that. I got my, like, this, I don't normally use this I used to use this keyboard a lot, like literally all the time. I don't use it quite as much anymore because I found that I don't necessarily need the numpad in most situations. This is like a full-size keyboard that has the numpad and everything. I don't need that in most situations that I do, like, here at home. I do need it for, like, if I'm gonna work with a keyboard. But just for home hanging out, not really. And also, getting a smaller keyboard means my mouse has more room to move around. So I save myself some desk space in that regard as well. Shiny Marill is probably real. I believe that. I believe that for sure. God, I would love it to be like... I don't want to start thinking about this again. No. I can't let my mind think that. I need to recapture the thing that made shiny hunting so special to me early on, and that makes shiny hunting so easy for someone like Sauce McGavin, is that this right here is the part. Like, yes, it's a big exciting moment to get the shiny, but what we're doing here with these encounters is the point. This is the point. This is why we're doing what we're doing. Not because we want the shiny, but because we enjoy this right here. And again, obviously running around in the grass a bunch isn't the enjoyable part, but it's here being in a position to talk, speak my mind, be open about things, talk with other people about things, laugh, have a good time. The energy's a lot lower than it was 5 hours ago. Back when everyone was still here and everyone was still awake. Everyone had full energy and was just like cracking jokes and laughing and stuff. But right now, it's just kind of about me ranting to the wind and Gecko. Yeah, Gen 5 will be harder. Theoretically, you could legally obtain the shiny charm. Yeah, I don't know. I'm fine with going full odds on it. It's just, oi, oi, oi. We're gonna find a number of Basculin first. And then, of course, I'm still, the thing I'm worried about the most, by far, is still fucking... It's still Gen 7. I'm still so worried about Generation 7. It's unbelievable. Yeah, Gen 7 is going to be very scary. Because I really don't know exactly what I have to do from my perspective to make it happen. Like, everything else doesn't require any external manipulation of any kind. I just kind of need to thug it out and fuck with it. Like, Gen 4, I had to make it here and get a bunch of repels. In Generation 5, I'm going to have to get to a certain place and do some other kind of shenanigans. Generation 6, there is the shiny chain that's going to require more of my mental focus than usual. So that one's going to be interesting. Generation 8, it's literally save right on top of an Azumarill spawn, a Marill spawn, and then just re-roll it again and 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 again. Generation 9, I mean, that's probably the simplest one ever. There's a bunch of places that they spawn. There's sandwiches for when I get past the beginning of the game. But Generation 7 in particular, I have to use like the memory reader or something. It's like the island card to even encounter Marill, and I don't know if I can't encounter them in a way to shiny chain them. Like, I don't know if they'll do the thing where they call for help or whatever. Like, I don't know. It's going to be rough. Gen 7 scares me. It's going to be rough. Maybe you would have to check the day to day that it spawns each check. It's going to be weird. It's going to be really weird. Because, like, the only Marill and Azumarill encounters, I think it's only Marill is, like, on another island doing one of those, like, weird discontinued systems. And that's going to be really, like, complicated to force the game to do. Like, at some point, I might just have to, like, say that's another egg grind. Because that's the only egg grind. The only egg grind we had to do was in Crystal. So if I had to do 2 egg grinds for these shinies, I think that is acceptable amount. That's an acceptably low amount of shinies or of eggs. So I'd be fine with that. Google told me you cannot SOS hunt island scans. Yeah, I vaguely remembered. I didn't want to say it because I didn't remember it exactly, but yes, that does ring true in what I have looked into. It is trouble in paradise. It's gonna be a rough. It's gonna be rough. But we'll do it. We'll do it. We'll figure out the best way to do it. We'll do it. I got time. I got time. I mean, at the pace I've been shiny hunting, we're not even gonna be past Gen 6 by the end of this year. we're gonna be maybe one shiny Marill into Gen 6. Can you maybe find Azumarill? Maybe. I thought not. But maybe. Which can spawn Marills? Yeah. I don't know. I might be getting a very legit shiny Masuda Ditto in Gen 7. That might just be my solution. Is to get Island Scan, get a Marill, and just Masuda that shit. Which can spawn Marills? Yeah, I know that SOS hunts can spawn stronger Mons. No, I don't think you can spawn Azurills, because I'd be fine if I had to catch, like, because I know in my mind I would be okay if I had to catch 2 Azurills and then just evolve one into Marill and then other into Azumarill. Like, I'd be fine with doing that, and I probably looked into it and found that there are no Azurills that, like, spawn. Like, it's been a while since I've done it, but you can check, like, Bulbapedia for what encounters happen on which routes. And I'm like 90% sure I would have it in my head that what I was going to do was catch Azurills and evolve them instead of hunting specifically Marill or Azumarill. Oof. Oh man. I'm getting there, man. I'm getting there. I'm tired. It's hitting. Oh shit. Put a repel on. Don't want to get a junk encounter. Why does this song have so much silence in it? What is happening? on, it's getting there, man. I'm going down. Mayday, Captain. Mayday, Captain. Technically, the first 12-hour stream I do is actually going to be a 13+ hour stream. Ain't that swell? Take AI with a grain of salt. Pokemon Sun and Moon, Azurill cannot be caught directly in the wild. To obtain Azurill, you must breed Marill holding sea incense. Yeah, so that's what I figured. That's usually the way to get Azurill. Sometimes they are encounterable in certain games. It looks, well, yeah. So Gen 7 is not one of those games. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I'll probably go Paniola Ranch. Just get a bunch of eggs. Run laps around the thing. See if I get a shiny. Also, that one could be fun to do. Because I could have that, like, sidebarred on a different thing. Like, if I'm playing, like, Minecraft or something, I could have that automatically running with, like, a controller where I'm holding the right button and then turboing the A button and then just kind of AFK farm it sometimes. That could be a fun little twist to do on it. Like, this is such a piece of shit. I had to play, like, the whole fucking game just to find a Azurill, just so I could get a shiny Ditto and breed eggs forever on it. Fuck it, I'm gonna AFK it. It might be a nice little, like, slap in the face for the game being so difficult to shiny hunt that Pokemon. Compared to most. A lot of other Pokemon you can just chain hunt for or SOS hunt for, but the explicit exact one that I want, fuck that. Fuck that. You really think Gen 7 will be the end of you? I don't know. I don't think it'll be the end of me, but I think it will be... It's the one I'm worried about the most because I have very little idea of what I'm actually going to do. Like for Gen 2, I didn't even start the series until I had a very distinct plan. Generation 3 I was confident about because of 100% encounter rate. I put this one off as well because I thought it was going to be some safari grinding bullshit, but I ended up finding a repel trick on this route to be really effective. Then Generation 5, it's going to be a little bit worse than Platinum, but that's okay. In Generation 6, we get back to a quote-unquote 100% counter rate. It involves doing radar chains, which involves walking slowly in tall grass and stepping on the right shadows and stuff to encounter them over and over. But like I said, in Gen 7, it's just, I don't even know how to get a Marill in a legitimate way, and I don't even know what to do with that Marill once I get it. I don't think Gen 7 has the horde mechanic. Part of me wishes they would just spawn in hordes. Like you would just get... Like you would just get a horde of 5 Marills, and then you just run away and roll it again. So 5 rolls of the same encounter, but as it stands, it looks like it's going to be island scanned, single Pokemon, catch it, breed it, pray. That seems like my palette now. Even with speed up, I have no patience for random encounters. It is rough. Especially, like, even though the odds of Kadabra are so low, it's still like, fuck, man, come on. Get this fucking guy out of here. No one invited you, you bitch. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the hour mark and call it quits. I am going down hard, Captain. At least shiny Alakazam looks good. Yeah, I'll adjust it to get it shiny. Or not shiny. I'm gonna cheat. No, if I get a shiny Kadabra, I will make adjustments so that he can be an Alakazam. But other than that, I really would be quite upset. It's been a lot of cadabras, man. You're making me worried, you're making me anxious. I'd be really happy if it was something else. It was a different Pokemon, say one that, like, you know, is a water type and eventually becomes a fairy type, has the ability huge power. It'd be really nice if that was the shiny instead. I don't know if you know who I'm talking about. His pink shirt goes hard. Alakazam's the shiny Alakazam pink shirt. Oh man, I assume you're being like a little facetious, but like if you're being genuine, you and I got different opinions on what going hard means. Not that, you know, him rocking a pink shirt is fine, but like I just don't think he's rocking it. I think he is borrowing that pink shirt from somebody else who could wear it better. You know what I mean? It's like borrowing someone else's dress. It just doesn't look good on you, man. Oh, dear heavens. Your boy is sleepy. Ooh. Yeah, I'd say probably about 18 hours of a day is about my upper limit. I'm approaching hour 19, actually. Hold up, wait a minute. I'm approaching hour 19, as I woke up at 4 a.m. That's 3 hours away. That is not how that works. Oh, I've been up for like 20 hours, actually. 21. I've been up for 21 hours. Because in 3 hours, it'll be 24 hours. Oh, boy. Oh, man. That's... wow. Ooh, wee, ooh, wee, ooh. You think this Pachirisu has been faster than every single Marill we've seen, or do you think he's only outrun, or do you think Runaway has actually mattered against some of the Marills? I know it matters against the Kadabras, which is actually the big reason I got it, is because the guaranteed Runaway in the Marill with just any Pokemon, and then for Alakazam or for Kadabra, who's a lot faster, would be harder to run away from on the first try. So having a guaranteed runaway is really important. I'll be looking for another one in black and white, by the way. I don't need it for Gen 6 because the radar scanning doesn't involve wild counters. And I think you actually have to kill the Marill to get the bonus XP that allows your village to sometimes grow bigger, better structures. What the fuck did I just say? What the fuck? Wait. What am I talking about? What just happened? Why am I talking about villagers? What just happened? What just happened to my brain? What was I doing there? You remind me of my dad. What the fuck just happened? Why am I talking about villagers? What just happened? Was there an actual point to be talking about villagers, or did I just go on like a complete like Minecraft tangent? In his sleep, he randomly says pineapples. Okay, so I did just like full-on drift into nonsense live on camera in front of everyone. I gotta hold on. Y'all are hearing through Spotify, so you can't hear me rewatch it. But I'm not live on YouTube. I'm live on Twitch. And I can't rewind. I'm gonna have to watch the VOD later. That's crazy. I'm gonna have to watch the VOD later. God damn it, I want to just splice them together. I will just splice them together. I'll watch in the morning. Oh my god. Encounter 2323 is fucking cursed. That was that was crazy. That might have to be a highlight. Holy shit, that was... Because I know for damn sure I wasn't talking about villagers or Minecraft or anything. Where did my brain go? Oh my god, so funny. Yeah, good morning. That was nuts. I definitely drifted a little there. I'm more awake now than I was before I did that, so Yes, it jolted my body awake. Dude, this grind in particular, I keep doing it so fucking late at night. It's biting me in the ass because I am not on my sharpest every time I come to this fuck ass like patch of grass. I'm not on my A game. Oh boy. Think I was bad enough to miss a shiny in that state? I hope not. Dude, fucking tragic. If I do miss a shiny, I'm actually gonna count it as a shiny encounter and just say that he's like an escape artist. Yeah, he actually got away. Yeah, he actually broke out of custody and escaped me. Marill's expression makes sense. Now he's just done with my shit. Oh, that's funny. Alright, I got a couple more. I got a number of encounters in me left. Not a big number, but a number. I got something. I got something. I got something for you. That's going to Pokemon. Cool, very good. Yes. Yeah. Guess the temp? Well, let's see. It's below freezing for me. You said it was 19 at like 2 o'clock, which is the hottest part of the day. I'm gonna guess 9. Might be too low. Let's just say 12. I'm gonna say 12. Oh, fuck yeah. Let's go. Yup. Even in my most sleepy, delirious... Let's look at Turtwig. Even in my fucking mental, like, acute... Not my mental, like, health lowest, but my mental sharpness least sharp. Obviously, my brain's fucking pudding right now. Even at my worst intelligence level, I can still get it done. I'm kind of sweating because of double clothes. I get that. It's getting colder in my room, but like it gets hot with the heater on full blast throughout the entire night in this closed room where the vent is literally above my head, sitting at this computer with the heat roaring out of my computer and above my head. Without the ceiling fan on, it's genuinely so hot in here. But then my dad will get up in the middle of the night, turn the heater off, and go back to sleep because he's too hot, which is fair. And then I wake up in the morning and I'm like ice. I'm like, I can't move out of these covers. The only heater I have is a tiny portable one. Yeah. One of those like floor space heaters that gets all orange and shit. Yeah. I've seen a couple of them. Oh boy. Yeah, what's a fun number that like we're relatively close to that would be good on ending? Like before 2400. Want to end at like 2346 or something? 2369? Maybe 2369. It's multiplying both the digits by 3. I can do that. 3200. Yeah, I'll a rail spike into your forehead. Yeah, I'm gonna put 3200 boots up your ass. I don't know. You have 3200 seconds to change your location before I close in on your position. The missile knows where it is because the missile knows where it isn't. But I know where you are, and you don't know where I am. Actually, I don't think either of us know where we are. I know what state you're in. That's about it. I'm not going to fucking blow up a whole state just to get you. Don't worry. Just imagine, just level your entire state in one just... Holy shit. I'm pressing all kinds of fucking buttons. I got off the bike. Holy shit. You look like the SpongeBob character that yells chocolate. I'm just going crazy. Did somebody say chocolate? Chocolate! Chocolate! just for the last little bit. Stream. I want to listen to some Pokemon Jazz, which immediately plays the newest song I put in here, which is not Pokemon music at all. That's fine. It super fucking fits, though. It super fucking fits. I'm gonna head to bed. I kind of feeling it too. Honestly, 2 a.m. is a little early for me. Damn. Like I said, you don't gotta. I feel bad making people feel like they gotta push with me. I'm here. I'm chilling. You come in and out as is, but we appreciate your company all the same, man. You get some sleep. You take care. You have a good night, my friend. Yeah, it's really gonna be 2369 is the number I'm ending on, so you won't miss much. Trust. Or I just end on 2346 killing right there. Ooh, it's so tantalizing. Oh, it's like dangling at me. It's like a carrot dangling right at my face. It's so grabbable. You know what? Because that's also about an hour. I think that actually works. As my original plan was to do this for about an hour, so that actually works. We're gonna call it here. I slept at 4 a.m. once because I was on call with someone for 10 hours. Jesus. Ooh, good stuff. All right. For now, though, folks. Ooh, this has been a good stream. This was fun. You know, not a lot of new people, but good activity on both the channels, which I'm happy to see. I will say one thing, Gecko, before you go. If you could answer this one question very briefly. What made you want to watch on Twitch rather than on YouTube today? Was it anything in particular? Just to kind of gauge where people's heads might be when it comes to having both of these channels up. I don't know. If you're already gone, then that is what it is, but I am interested to see what the potential reasoning might be. I don't know. I think I just like Twitch more. See, that's fair. I have an understanding that people like Twitch more. As somebody who's used pretty much nothing but YouTube his entire life, I have a different perspective. But I have an understanding that people like Twitch a lot more. It's one of the reasons I wanted to do it. The reason I didn't do it at the start is because I wanted a VOD catalog that would stay on the channel forever, as long as the channel existed. That would have all the videos that I did. And YouTube was a lot better for that than Twitch. And also I was very familiar with YouTube stuff. YouTube is good for mobile. Twitch is good for PC. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, we'll keep that in mind. So Twitch is appealing more so to the people who are dedicated to watching, while YouTube might be more dedicated to people who are moving in and out of something quickly. That's good perspective. All right. Well, with that being said, I'm going to take my leave now. Folks, it's been a fun one. It's been a good one. Yeah, go ahead and, do what Daniel said earlier. You didn't get to hear him because I had him fucking muted. Y'all couldn't hear my desktop audio, but, yeah, go, like, subscribe, and hit the bell. What was it? He said hit the bell a prime number of times. And I had to correct him, as long as it's not 2. Hit the bell a prime number of times, as long as it's not 2. And not you, Gecko, because you've already, my understanding is you have already done it. But if you haven't hit the bell, hit it a prime number of times, as long as that prime number isn't 2. And you'll be good to go. But until the next time I do this, folks, take care. Have a good night. It's been fun. It's been real. Peace.